Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Now guys, let's take a look at the gold market. As you can see, as we have no solution on the Greece crisis, so we do not have any action on the gold market. Although you can see that gold trying to hint on some action, trying to show some action, but probably nothing serious will happen until we will get the Greece solution. So you probably know that the Merkel has said that the dead point, the ultimate term for resolving of the Greece problem, stands on Monday. So Monday, the final decision should be made. So yesterday they haven't come to agreement. Tomorrow they will sit again for emergency meeting and will try to come to agreement again. But the deadline that was announced by the Merkel is Monday. So that's, guys, in general very difficult solution, because the Greece will lose in both scenarios. Euro Union needs to keep Greece under control, and this could be done by the controlling of the financial system. You know that the national banks in Greece can't print euros and can't provide and can't take its own financial policy. This should be agreed with the European Central Bank. That's why by the controlling the financial system you could control the country. And the difficulty of current negotiations stands not particularly in the Greece default, but if Cyprus will accept the reforms, the unpopular social reforms that are called for more contraction of the social expenses, social payments and so on. That's very unpopular. That will be end for the Syriza. That will be end for the Tsipras as a prime minister, because the people will not forgive it to the Syriza, and that will be really the end of the government of this party. If they will not accept the reforms, that will be end for the Greece economy, at least in the short term. How it will turn for the Syriza, it's also the question, because if people will start to live worse and the Syriza will be the government party, this will be the matching, the corresponding between the government party and the level of the life of the people in this country. And as a result, this also could be an end for the Syriza, but a bit later. So what solution Cyprus will take, it's really the big question. But default right now will keep the door open for some financial independence for the Greece in the future. Also, Greece could press on the European Union from that standpoint, because they have the 300 billions of the debt. And if the Portugal, if the Spain, some other countries in the Eastern Europe will see that you could take such sort of the money, such amount of the money, it's really very big money. If you could take it and then announce the default and exit from the European Union and do not pay it, that could be really the very dangerous precedent. And probably this one of the leverage that Cyprus trying to use when they trying to push the interest of the Greece in the current agreement. So that's, guys, very sophisticated question, and it's very difficult to say what will be the better choice for the Greece. Remain under the control of the European Union and with no financial freedom for the long period and somehow trying to survive in this current environment, or take the default and get the freedom. So it's really very difficult choice, and we can't definitely forecast and foresee what will be better because we do not know all information. But that's really will be the story, guys. Meantime, as you can see, as we do not have a solution, gold market doesn't show any action. We still stand on this target, 1160. This level will be important for us, not just because this is the target of this evening star pattern, but also because this is the break-even point between the different ABCDs. So if market will break through it to the downside, it will erase this ABCD, A, B, C bottom, and the market starts to move up, and could trigger the another ABCD, this ABCD, A, B, C top, D pattern. That's why this level become very significant. But initially we will be watching for it as the target of this pattern. On the 4-hour time frame chart, guys, currently I think that we can't get the head and shoulders pattern anymore because it's too much skewedness in this shape. So if even we will suggest that market will return back up, it's very difficult to call this structure as the head and shoulders. Besides, market too long stands below the 1180. If it could, for example, drop lower and then return fast to the upside, we could say, well, maybe this could be the head and shoulders. But right now, as you can see, a market stands below this level, and take a look. It doesn't show any signs of the thrust. It doesn't show any such sort of action that we would like to say the head and shoulders pattern. And that makes most impossible to call it as the head and shoulders. The one pattern that we could get here, probably if market will show any rally, as probably could become the butterfly. This could become the left wing of the butterfly. If market will show some rally, well, maybe this will be the starting point of the right wing. It mostly will depend on the Greece solution, but currently, guys, it's very difficult. At least on the picture that we see right now, it's very difficult to make the bet on the head and shoulders, and the market will rebound and will continue to move high. Market really looks bearish. Yes, we see some increasing on the storages of this PDR fund on the recent week, but that, guys, probably could become just some insurance from the market participants who would like to diversify the positions ahead of the solution on the Greece. That could be just some sort of the insurance, but not really changing of the situation on the gold market with the demand supply balance. This could be just a temporal measure. So they will buy some gold to protect their own positions. When the solution on Greece will come, market will show direction. This gold could be sold out if there will be no real new tendency will appear on the gold market. And this reaction probably will be temporal because the Greece problem probably will not be some really global problem. Yes, market will react somehow, but partially this event already is priced in, I suppose, and it's very difficult to count on some long-term reaction on the gold market on the Greece problems. So let's see what will happen on Monday.